Good afternoon. Happy Stampers. How is everybody today? Come on in, say hello. I am just making sure I am showing up live. So how is everybody doing today? Just give me a minute for me to see if I'm on here. Okay, I'm checking because I had trouble getting on today. Okay, I am here. So that is awesome. So say hello. I'd like to welcome my Facebook Live viewers and those watching on replay and my YouTube viewers. Hello to everybody. Make sure you give me the thumbs up if you're liking what I'm sharing with you, and hearts. And if you're on my YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click the little bell above so you get notifications when I come on live. So my name is Judi Anderson from JudiStamps.com, and I collaborate with Diane from Canada every week, and we do lives on each other's Facebook. Hello, Christine. I am surprised you're on here. So I would like to thank everybody. I truly appreciate that you're coming on early. We're coming on an hour earlier than normal, and that is because due to inclement weather last week, we had a snowstorm between last Tuesday and Wednesday, and I was supposed to have my in-person hostess club on Wednesday, and we had to cancel. And today is the only day that we could meet, and it starts at 1 o'clock. And if you were with us since the beginning, you know I used to come on at noon on my Facebook page, and I would come on live at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock? Yes, 11 o'clock Diane's time. But I changed mine to 1 o'clock so we could do them both together, and just so it didn't confuse people. So once in a while, please be known that I might have to change it to noon because I found that was a more convenient time for me and my clients. And I appreciate all of you for coming in and understanding that. So hello, Marjorie. So we've got people coming from all over. So are you guys ready to see what I'm bringing you with the All Together collection? Oh my gosh, I am going to tell you. Yes, I have had it longer than Diane, but I went away. And while I was away, I couldn't play with it. So I didn't start playing with it until last week, and I have been having so much fun. But let me turn around the camera, and I'm going to show you some of the hints that I found when I was playing with it, okay? Diane gave you some yesterday, and she is right. These are different than our other blends. And I'll explain why. Oops, that wasn't supposed to be there. I was working on something else. So our All Together collection is available from February 1st through May 2nd. Okay, the blends will be available in the new annual catalog. The designer series paper, the 6x6 designer series paper. Okay, you guys, those of you that have been with me for a while know I am a sucker for black and white paper. I love black and white paper because you can customize it to your own liking. You can leave it black and white. A little bit of black on every card is awesome. Just like in decorating, you need something black in every room, or dark navy, I say. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it around to the other side. So you get 4 of 12 different sheets that are double-sided. And I know Diane was saying yesterday that she loves this. I love this pattern. So if you take a close-up of this, these circles are like they're white burlap with little black. I actually did a project, a mini album with it last week, and I do have that up on my YouTube channel if you want to take a look at that. But I love these. I have done some projects with this paper and these with the hands. But I do want to warn you that your blends do bleed a little bit easier on this paper because it is different than the basic white. So don't color all the way up to your edges to begin with. Okay, so that's the paper. We've talked about here's the stamp set. Diane did her project yesterday with these hands. And I'm doing something that we're really not going to use the blends on today, my card. However, I am going to show you some things that I learned with the blends. And then, of course, the coordinating die set. I am loving it. Now, Diane showed you her chart yesterday. And this is a chart that Stampin' Up! Supplied to us. So I also had printed it out and I had it all put together already when she brought it to you guys yesterday. Now, oh, my cord is getting in the way here. Sorry about that. I can't figure out how to put the cord so it doesn't show up unless I hang it from the ceiling. So what I did is I stamped some hearts. And I colored in each heart with the actual blend. Now, I would have thought that 100 would have been the lightest color, but it's not. 100 is the darkest color, and it goes all the way to 1,000, which is the lightest color. I am sending this file to everybody that purchases the blends collection. Okay, or a $50 purchase with me. So I want to kind of give you a hint when you're filling out this chart. You want to start, this is 100. So you want 100 to be your base color all the way across. Okay, there's a reason for that. 200, you want 200 to be the base color. So when I say base color, that is the color you're going to put down first. Then when you come over to the 200, you'll take the 200 and color over the top, the 300, the 400, etc. Do it all that way, okay? So it's uniform. Now, you're going to say, but Judi, I know if I take the 100 and color the 1,000 on top of it, see how it's lighter? But you're going to go down here and 1,000 is your base and 100 is your top. Now, you can't quite tell from this chart and the lighting here. However, it is different. This one is a little bit lighter because the 1,000 is on top and the 1,000 is on top down here, so it's darker. So you can cross-reference. So if you go to the 100 and 200, so you have the 200 and 100 here, this is a better example. So on this one, see the difference? This is 200 and 200. This has got the 200, let me see, the 100 and 200. So this 100 is on the bottom, which is darker. The 200 is on the bottom, it's lighter. This one, for some reason, it came up lighter. And you know what? Oh, that's 200 and 100. Well, that shouldn't be lighter. I wonder what I did there. That's not a good example. Let's go down to the 400. 400 and 400 here. So this is got the 400 on the bottom. 400 and 100, sorry. So this has got the 400 on the bottom, the 100 on top. This has got the 400 on top. Okay, so you do get different colorings depending on which one is on the top. So that's why I say you need to put whatever is on the left-hand side, put down first all the way across, okay? And then you're going to put this number on top as you go across. And you will get different shades. Okay? So, speaking about that, here's our blends. This is 100, this is 1,000. What I did is I took my blends and I punched out 1/4-inch circles, and then I numbered them 1 through 10. and then I put them on the tip so that when they're in my case, my holder, our organizing boxes, I can just pick out the numbers I want by the by my chart. Now, I wanted to play around with these a little bit, and what I did is I took some different colors, and I'm actually going to do one of these for you here. And so this one, I started with Calypso Coral. Now, this one's a little blurred because I do recommend using your Stamparatus, which I've got out here, which I didn't do. And you're going to see why in a minute. This image is this shell from the Friends Are Like Seashells, and there's a lot of ink on here. So when you color over your classic ink or your water-based ink, it kind of dulls it out. Here are those same colors, but using Granny Apple Green. And as you can tell, I didn't put it on real straight. And then here is Cinnamon Cider in the same color. So when you go across the top, these were all using 500, 800, and 900. Now remember, your smaller number is your darker color, okay? This takes a little bit of getting used to, I'm going to admit here. This next row are all 700. Oh, I numbered these wrong. This one should be 500, 700, and 1,000. 5, 8, and 9. This one should be 5, 7, and 1,000, not 900. And then this one is, oh, I really messed this up. 500, 700, and 1,000. 700, 900. I mixed these two up. So this one goes with this one. And then this one up here goes with that one. Okay, but look at the different colors. Look how you can see the pinky in this flesh tone. Okay, and it still shows up with the green. Now you're going to say, why are you using these other colors? Well, I use these other colors because these blends aren't, although they are made for flesh tones and skin tones, I feel that we can use them in natural settings and animals. So for like trees. So let's stamp one of these. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put our piece of paper right here. Let me line it up so that if it moves, I can put it back on here. We're going to use the same seashell since I showed you the examples of it. I'm going to line this up on here and just put it down, and let's stamp it in the I'm thinking here, I'm just going to grab another color. We're going to grab, oh, what color would kind of go good with this? Let's do, I want to do one that's dark enough. I'm going to try, oh gosh. I don't want to go as dark. Let's do soft succulent. I think soft succulent will be good. So I'm going to ink up my stamp. Let's hope and pray that this is inked up good. I have found that all of a sudden, all my ink pads need inking. So let's make sure that this is okay. It is light, and that's okay. So I'm going to go to my chart, and what colors do I want to use? I want it to be on the lighter tone. So 500 and 700 look good. So I'm going to stick in the 700 tones, okay, because those are lighter. So I want to go, because that's going to be my light. So my dark for this is going to be my 500, or my number 5 here. You find that? So 500, because I know I want to go there. And then I'm going to go to 700 and 700. So I want the 7 Remember, that's going to be a lighter color because it's a higher number. And then I want to go to the 1000 or my number 10. So those are the 3 colors. Okay, now these are a little bit different because with our other blends, you have a light and a dark, and when you blend them together, they make a medium. These make totally different colors depending on what you make. So good morning, everybody. Oh, we got people from all over. Denise, hello, and Norma, and Diane, and Peggy, good morning. So we're going to start with our darker color. I, like Diane, normally start with my light color, but I have found that when using these, I want my light color to be light. Now, I'm going to color over all of these colors with my light color because I've chosen that. Those are the colors that I've chosen on here. I've chosen the 500 with the 700, right? The 500, the 700, and the 1000. So my 500 is my dark color. And I'm not going to bring it all the way to the edge. I'm just going to kind of start it here and kind of just draw it in. Okay, and I'm going to start at the bottom here, find a good starting part. And I do have a tendency of using my brush tip for this. Now I'm going to my next lightest color, which will be my number 7. My number 7, I'm going to extend it farther, and I'm going along next to that color. Did you see that? Now this is a much pinkier tone, and this is where we're getting that pinky tone. And I want it a little bit thicker right in there. Okay, now we're going to take our light color, and we are going to color over both of these colors. You could use the smaller, and this is going to change a color. Now I'm going to go in between. I am leaving a little bit of white, and that is it. Now you're going to say that is pretty streaky, number 1. Number 2, that green has just faded into the background. Remember I told you it would do that? So I'm hoping that this pad is inked up enough. I'm going to ink over the top of this. Now you only need to do this with stamps that have a lot of imagery in it when you're using your Stampin' Blends. Look at how that changed. All of a sudden, all those streaky lines moved out of the way. You lost them, and it's blended, and it took on a more pinkier tone than it did the dark brown. And that's because of the colors we use. So if we go back to our chart and go back to the 5700, that color is just at these tips, and that's just giving that little bit of shadow. And then we're going all the way over to the 700 here, where the 700 is on the top, not on the bottom. Remember down here it was on the bottom, and here it's on the top. So that's going to give it a little bit lighter coloring, and then went on over to the 1000. Okay, so I really urge you guys to play with this and share what you do on our Facebook. You know, just put it under the comments or post another post. Oh, I've been playing with the All Together blends, and show us what you are doing. Okay, before I go on to our project for today, I do want to talk about this, so I make sure I do it. This, you go over here, and this printed really light. Tomorrow, a new kit is going to be coming out, and these are parts of our kit collection. And if you remember the candles and birthday or whatever it was last month, that kit sold out right away. There was a Christmas kit that sold out right away and was not available again. Now, luckily, the birthday kit that was available last month did come in, was available again, but there's no guarantee that that will happen. So tomorrow they're going to be releasing the Celebrate Today magnet board kit, and this is what the kit looks like. And what you get in there is one framed magnet board. You get sticker sheets, double-sided cards, double-sided paper to decorate with. It includes 6 magnet clips, 2 pocket envelopes to attach things to your board. Your finished size is 12 by 12 or 30.5 by 30.5 centimeters. And the coordinating colors to this kit are Basic Black, Blushing Bride, Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Mint Macaron, and Smoky Slate. And I know when I get my kit, I am going to be slipping in some Coastal Cabana to this so it matches into my stamp studio. But Diane and I both wanted you to know that this kit is available tomorrow morning, and we're going to be putting orders in. So if you are local to me and want me to add it to my order that's going in tomorrow, please shoot me an email and I'll get back to you. So the number is 159-335. It's $25 in the US and $34 in Canada. And here is a picture of everything you get in there. So it looks like you are getting some tear and tape also with it. So we did want to touch base with that because we don't want you guys to be disappointed. And this is a fantastic value, you guys. So let's get stamping. Okay, so my card is using the stamps from the All Together bundle. I'm going to be using Every Act of Kindness Changes the World, and I am pairing that up with the Dragonfly Garden bundle. I do need to grab a piece of basic white since I just used that up. And let's grab our Coastal Cabana ink and our Memento ink. So I am going to stamp my Dragonfly. So this is a card for Diane. Diane loves dragonflies and she loves Coastal Cabana. I'm in it with her. But I do love bees too. My 3 favorite colors actually are Any Yellow, Coastal Cabana, and Craft. Okay, we're going to take this and I am going to take, I was going to color with Coastal Cabana. And I need to do this lightly because I just stamped in Memento by mistake instead of StazOn, but that's okay. We can make this happen. I will tread lightly. Oh, it looks like I have some other colors in my Coastal Cabana. We have been doing some coloring techniques in some of my classes. And so let's clean this out and start fresh. There we go. Get that ink. Well, maybe not. Get that ink into that lid. There we go. I did just re-ink my Coastal Cabana. I'm going to go ahead and color this using my blending pen. And I'm doing it very lightly so my black does not blend also. If you rub really hard or, if you go with a light touch, your Memento won't blend in with your color. So you won't get that muddy look. There we go. There we go. So colored that. Now we're going to grab our punch. And did you see what I did? I punched it in the wrong direction. But we can make it work. There we go. So we're going to just take that out. Okay, now, of course, we need Wink of Stella. And this is where I need to be really careful that my black doesn't bleed. So just one swoop. Ooh, my Wink of Stella is juicy. So there we go. We'll set that to the side. I'm glad I did that right away because it's really juicy. Okay, now for our pieces of paper. I have a Coastal Cabana, measured 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So we're going to burnish that with the mountain in the middle. Okay, then I have a piece of basic white that I cut out with our Sweet Sentiments, is it? Dies. Oh my gosh. Stitch So Sweetly dies. They're some of my favorite dies. I did a rectangle. I cut a piece of the Designer Series paper to be 1 1/2 by about 3 3/4, approximately. And then I cut a Coastal Cabana label and a basic white label. On this basic white, we're going to go ahead and stamp in black. You know, black in any color is my favorite thing when you're going with just kind of a monochromatic look, because black is a basic color, so it goes with anything. I love it with pinks. There we go. And of course, red. Bermuda Bay makes it more masculine. Okay, so we have that, and we have our pieces. And this card is going to go together really, really quickly. So we can do our card this way. And I'm just going to use some of my Stampin' Seal tape. There we go. I'm going to put this up towards the top, a little bit more than the bottom, but not all the way up. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and put the strip of Designer Series paper down the center of that. So I'm just eyeballing between the stitch lines. And I did cut this just a little bit short. So if you're going to duplicate this card, it needs to be just a little bit bigger than 3 3/4. Okay, now I'm going to take my sentiment and put it onto this label. And I could have cut all this out in front of you guys. However, I really wanted to show you guys the coloring that I did. So we're going to go ahead and take this. I think I may grab our, whoops, I don't know what happened to it. I had our black glitter ribbon. Here it is. Our black sparkly ribbon, right? We're going to put a bow on here. Let's put this on with our dimensionals, but let's use our regular size dimensionals. I grabbed the minis. There we go. Okay, so when you look at this collection, think of how many other stamp sets in your collection that it's going to coordinate with, right? This and the paper, oh my gosh, it's going to go with just about everything that you have. You know, black and white goes with any other paper, believe me. You know, every project, I think, needs a little bit of black. Okay, we're just going to put this right here. I don't know if I'm going to use that ribbon or not. We're going to take our dragonfly. I'm going to take my bone folder and push those wings up a little bit. You may not need the ribbon on this. I'm not too sure. We're going to put this in this quadrant down here. I think we do need a bow up there. Let me grab our ribbon. Now this ribbon is a little bit stiffer to work with. Make that a little bit smaller there. I don't need a hunkin' big ribbon, right? This is going to add some more sparkle to our card. There we go. Let's make this one just a little bit smaller. So that's going to pull off the front. After you've made enough bows, you know which one's going to pull out. Okay, I'll trim that down here, just like that. Let's grab our mini glue dot. Oh, these mini glue dots make ribbon attaching so easy, don't you think? Okay, we're gonna, put that up in this corner. And oh my gosh, my tails are perfect, framing that side. So just like that. Now, do you think we need some rhinestones on here? I don't know. I was thinking black. I could color a couple of these black with our Stampin' Blend. Now, I know I've gotten a couple questions asking about our ivory Stampin' Blend and our bronze. They do go along with these Stampin' Blends in the Altogether. So in our skin tones, they are skin tones. They're here. So they will mix amongst these. So I am thinking of doing a chart including these two in here because they're kind of in between colors. So don't forget about those two, and in animal making also. So let's get these on here. I don't know if this is going to be a bit too much. What do you think? I don't know. I think sometimes you can never have too much bling. Oh, this one gets lost. Guess we'll just put those two up there like that. So that is today's card. How simple is that? And that's using that stamp set. So start thinking other ways that you can use that. I've got a couple other ideas for the hands also. And perhaps we'll visit this again before the end of the promotion. But so simple. So I encourage you guys to do that chart. Okay, so several of you are saying that you can't wait to play with these. Awesome. I think that you, once you start playing with them, you guys, you're not going to stop. Believe me. I have been playing with them for the last 4 days. I can't get enough of them. I really can't. So if you have any questions about that or questions on how to get the chart from Diane or myself, or any questions about the Celebrate Today magnetic kit that's coming out tomorrow, please reach out to us. Until next time, everybody, happy stamping. Bye-bye.